Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It's Friday morning. I'm taking Gypsy out. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's cold. It's 12 degrees with a real feel of 8 below zero. So Gypsy's doing her thing. But sun is rising. It's light out, but the sun's rising. Back of me there, the sun coming up. So I just wanted to say good morning, happy Friday. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Yeah. So don't know what I'm doing today, but fur babies won't let me sleep right now. All right. So I just wanted to show you the sunrise. It's not a complete sunrise, but I'll turn the camera around so you can see it a little better. And there's our sunrise. And the crows. Alright, we'll see you guys in a bit. I might just go back to sleep. Alright everyone, so it is now 12:30 in the afternoon. So when I did the intro, I was outside with Gypsy this morning and I said I might just go to bed, and I did. I was just like extra sleepy today, so I just went to bed and I got up, I don't know if it was close to 11 o'clock or, I don't know, after 10, close to 11. So I'm making lunch right now. Glenn is going to have a summer sausage sandwich on the roll, and he's going to have some pork and beans and a pickle. So I'm going to make his first. I think I'm going to just have some hot dogs with tomatoes on it. So I'm just going to cut his summer sausage. So yeah, I decided to go back to bed. Got some sleep. Extra sleep. So while I'm eating lunch, I think I'm just going to sit at the recliner and watch some videos or Tubi TV or something. I don't know. Alright, just going to put some butter on the rolls. No. So that's Blackie. He would like to get up here to see what I'm making. So, and then Glenn just likes some pepper on it. He likes a lot of pepper. Alright, oh, I guess I should have got a plate. So. There's his sandwich. This pickle I'll just keep on the paper towel so it doesn't make the roll soggy. Got too much stuff here. If anybody has a good idea or a recommendation for a good can opener, this is Farberware, and I'm quite shocked because they are really crap. This is like the third time I've bought one, and it doesn't work as good as a can opener should. I mean, eventually I do get the can open, but sometimes it just spins and spins. And I even tighten it, you know, hold it tighter, hold it looser, and I just struggle with the Farberware can openers. So So yeah, if you have a recommendation for a good can opener, drop it down in the comments, please. Alright, so Glenn does not like his pork and beans warmed up, so there's that. And that's Glenn's lunch. So I'm going to take this to him, and then I'll come back and get stuff ready for my hot dogs. Alright everyone, so I'm going to make my lunch now. I have 2 hot dogs here. I just throw them in the microwave. So I'll microwave those. I'm going to cut up 2 of those small Campari tomatoes. Somebody made a comment that these were about the only ones sometimes that only have flavor to them, and you're absolutely right. That is why I get these. They're the only ones that are ever ripe, and might prove me wrong this time, but yeah, they're the only ones that ever have any color to them and taste good. So that's why I get these. If I get like the bigger tomato on the vine, or beefsteak tomato, or whatever those are called, those big giant ones, they're never ripe. They're always like green or white inside. So that's why I get these. I get them for everything, to put on the hamburgers, to put on, for salads, the tacos, everything. I use these tomatoes. So yeah, see, that's pretty ripe. So, for those of you that are newer, don't know, when I eat hot dogs, the only thing I like on them are tomatoes. Cut up tomatoes with a little bit of salt. And the reason for that is, 1, I like it. And 2, it actually just kind of brings back memories of my mom. As a teenager, I spent a lot of time hanging out with my mom. And we used to go to lunch. Where I grew up, we had a hot dog place called Casper's. And they had these real, long hot dogs. I don't know if they were footlongs. But we used to go, that was like her favorite place to go. So we would hang out together, go to the mall. And then she'd say, you want to go have a Casper's? So we'd go sit down in Casper's and have hot dogs. And this is how I ate my hot dogs, just tomatoes on them. If I didn't get a chili cheese dog, this is how I ate them. So I've been eating this since I was a teenager, hanging out with my mom. I have a lot of good memories of just hanging out with my mom, going to the mall, going to the movies on the afternoon. And so yeah, every time I eat, my hot dogs this way, it makes me think about my mom. Trying not to get choked up here. So yeah, just more memories of my mom. I probably am cutting too much, but that's okay, because whatever I don't eat right now, I'll eat with my enchiladas tonight. And by the way, those enchiladas were delicious. We're going to have leftovers tonight. And later on in the night, Glenn had some chips and salsa, and pretty much ate all the salsa. So I may make some more, see if he wants any more. So yeah, Casper's hot dogs were really good. Alright, so now I'm going to microwave my hot dogs. Alright, so got my hot dogs microwaved already. In the summertime, like when we're outside and we have hot dogs, we actually like to fire up the grill and char the hot dogs over the grill, when they get black in them. So if I have hot dogs that way, then I only put ketchup on it. I don't put tomatoes. So, oops, dripping tomato juice everywhere. So I just throw the tomatoes on here. Throw a little bit of salt on them. I cut enough. I didn't cut too much because I like a lot of tomatoes on them. All right, throw a little bit of salt on them. And we haven't bought chips, but a different story, how I put my stuff together. I'm going to have some white cheddar popcorn with my hot dogs. So back when I was in the military and I lived in the barracks, this is after boot camp, when I was at my duty station. And the big thing back then, mind you, this is the late 80s. And the big thing to have in the barracks was 1, a microwave, 2, an electric skillet. So, when I made, and it has nothing to do with why I'm having popcorn, but just a little story. Back then, when I lived in the barracks, if I had hot dogs or a sandwich, I never had chips with it. I always had I had microwave popcorn with it. So that actually just kind of brings back some memories to it. Just having popcorn with a sandwich or hot dogs. I used to do that all the time when I lived in the barracks. Is have popcorn with my hot dogs and sandwiches, and a cup of hot tea. Yeah, I drank hot tea with it. I didn't drink a cold drink, soda, or, any kind of drink. I drank hot tea with my stuff back then. So, yeah, just the stuff you come up with living in the barracks. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and eat my lunch, and I don't know what I'm going to do while I'm eating. Watch something, and I will be back. All right, everyone. So, I don't know what time it is, but it's dark outside. I think it's probably close to 8 o'clock. I don't know. But, so after lunch, I went back to sleep again. So I have pretty much slept this day away, and my body was just telling me, go to sleep, go to sleep. And I was listening. So I did, after lunch, I started to edit the video to post tonight, which is the enchilada one. So again, by the time you see this video, you have already seen that one. But I started editing and I got sleepy. So I just turned a movie on that I've already watched. That way, if I fell asleep, I wouldn't miss nothing. I think it was Primal Fear with Richard Gere and Ed Norton, I think his name is. So anyway, now it's, I didn't wake up till like 5:30, after 5 maybe. And so, yeah, I'm going to make some guacamole. So I've got these 2 avocados that I'm cutting open. So, anyway, yeah, so I've pretty much done nothing today. I slept, and now I'm making some enchiladas. So I already recorded that for you yesterday, so I'm not going to record that again because Glenn's is already in the oven. I've got the timer set for 10 minutes, so then I could throw mine in. But, so yeah, I figured I'll just come on here and let you know that I didn't record anything else today. But I'm making guacamole, so I'm recording that. Yeah, it just came into the stage where they're ripe, but they're already getting brown spots. And I cannot stand brown spots in my avocados. So I'm going to use these. See, this one's got brown spots already. Yeah, I don't do brown spots. Alright, so I'm just going to throw some salt on it. Normally I would just do lime juice from the squeeze bottle, but this is not going to be around long enough to need that. Alright, I'm just going to throw a little bit of cold water in that. And I used to use a masher, but I just take a fork and mash it all up now. I'll probably put some on my enchiladas and have some with tortilla chips. There's plenty of tortilla chips left. Hope you guys will have a nice weekend. Forget it's still just Friday. When you sleep your day away and you wake up and it's dark out, you just kind of get thrown off as to what day it is, what time it is. We're supposed to get snow through the day tomorrow, so we'll see how much accumulation we get. Maybe I'll do some cinnamon crisp tonight. We'll see. Alright, that's pretty much guacamole. Now, some of you, people like it with like onions and peppers and things like that. This is my guacamole. I'm going to taste it to see if I need more salt in there. Yep, needs more salt. Alright, that's good. So now, I'm going to test something. It says if you put the pit in your guacamole, it'll keep it green. So it'll keep it from turning brown. So I'm going to go ahead and put both pits in there. I don't know if you have to submerge them in there or cover them up. And so, there. Now, by the time my enchiladas are done, we'll see if that turns brown or not. So, stay tuned for those results. Alright, everyone. So, it's been probably 15 minutes or so since I put the pits in the avocado. And I already took them out. And for the most part, it has stayed green. I can see some oxidation starting in a little bit of the parts. But not too bad. So... But normally, when I make guacamole, I eat it right away. I usually just make enough to eat right away. I don't like to refrigerate it because not only does it oxidize and turn brown, but it loses taste. Avocado doesn't have a lot of taste to begin with, but what it does have over time of letting it sit, you will lose that taste. So I usually only make enough for the time being, so I'll use some on my enchiladas, but I'm also going to take some tortilla chips with me and dip them in the guacamole. So, alright, so that's going to do it for supper. I'm guessing I'll make some cinnamon crisp in a little while, so stay tuned for that. Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a new day. So this is continuing from yesterday's video, so I'll just put a little bit of today on yesterday's video, and that'll be one video, and then later on, whatever I do later on will be on the next video, just kind of like the other one. So, last night, I said I was going to make some cinnamon crisp, which never happened, because again, it just was too late to make anything, and so I'll probably be making that in a little while. But right now, It's just after 10 o'clock. It's like 31 degrees, feels like 22, and the snow is starting to fall a little bit. Not really heavy, just some snowflakes falling. So, we have been up like super early. Yeah, so I think we got up like just after 5 o'clock. We stayed up. I've already done a couple things in the bedroom as far as like going through the drawers and throwing out what I haven't touched in how many years. And but I did that for a little bit. Now, just after 10 o'clock, I'm going to make lunch now because we ate cereal earlier. I had some of that cereal Tracy sent, the cinnamon oat crunch or whatever it was. I think it's supposed to be like a cinnamon life cereal. So I had that for breakfast. So now we're hungry again. So now we're going to eat lunch. I just defrosted some ground beef, and I'm going to make some burgers. And then later on, in a little while, I've got the pork loin thawing out. And I'm going to put that in the slow cooker, and we're going to have pulled pork tonight. So yeah, today I got to do some dishes here. And so yeah, I'm not sure how my day's going to go. But anyway, let's get to making some hamburgers for lunch. All right, everyone. So got a pound of ground beef here. I'm just going to season it on here. This is just wax paper. I don't use wax paper for anything, so I figured I'd use it for dividing up hamburgers and things like that. So, yeah, I think we're only supposed to get a couple inches of snow today. Not too bad. Hopefully it's powdery and not heavy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mix this up and make them into patties. I'll be right back. Alright, everyone, so I've got these all rolled out. Now I'm going to make them into flat patties. So I got this sitting on a piece of wax paper, and then I'll put a piece over it. Now, sometimes the wax paper tucks under, so I just put it upside down so it doesn't tuck under. And this is just like you can see my hand fits in there. So it's not it's like enough for one egg or something, one hamburger. It's like 6 inches in size, but since I got wax paper here, I just used the back of this to flatten it out. That's about the only thing this thing is good for. Alright, so there we have a smash burger. Most people, when they make smash burgers, they smash them on the grill or whatever they're cooking them on, but I usually do it before I put them on. Alright, so there's my first smash burger. I'm just going to put this to the side here. And this is the last burger, so to put on top, I'm just going to tear off some of this other foil, or this other wax paper. All right, so we got 4 burgers ready to go. I'm going to get the electric griddle out. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use the new one because once I open it, I have no place to store it right now. So I think I'm still going to use my old one. And then once I find a spot for the new one until I get it outside, then we'll use that one. But for now, I'm just going to use my old one. So I'm going to get that ready. Alright, so I'm just going to start putting the burgers on here. Okay, so we're going to use some of these Ballpark hamburger buns. I just got the burgers on warm right now. Pretty soft. And I made 2 hamburgers for each of us. And on Glenn's, oh, almost dropped it. On Glenn's, he's going to have horseradish, mustard, and ketchup. And this will be our lunch. All right. So there is Glenn's. I'm going to take him his, and I think, maybe not. I'll fix mine when I come back. Okay, so originally I was going to go ahead and toast my buns, but they're actually pretty soft, so I think I'm going to just leave it like that. I still like, even though I've been here for 22 years, I still like the California hamburger style. So for me, Glenn is not into the California hamburger because he didn't grow up on it, but I did. I never took to the Wisconsin style hamburger, which is on a hard roll. I'll stick to my hamburger buns. So for me, I like mayo, well, Miracle Whip, ketchup, and tomato, and I've got a slice of cheese on my, so I have cheeseburgers. Glenn does not like cheeseburgers. And I don't know what I was thinking. I took him 2, thinking, and he's all, I don't know if I'm going to eat 2. So I don't know if he'll eat both of them or not. Oh well. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He can have it for later. So I'm actually only going to fix one of mine right now. And then I've got some tomato, the little Campari tomatoes. And that's all I'm going to take on mine. We don't have any lettuce, so no big deal. But that's how I take my burgers. That's how I like them, California style. So there is our lunch for this Saturday afternoon, and it's snowing a little bit more.